When that tree fell, they heard it and they felt it.
Wow.
2 miles away. They thought it was an earthquake. They're like, "Whoa, what is that?" And then they go down and this tree had fallen. So yes, it makes a sound. And another one, you'll like this one too. One of the rangers was down, do you know where Crescent Meadow is in the giant forest? You need to go there sometime, it's gorgeous. But it's a loop trail around this meadow, and it's probably, the meadow is as wide from me to probably the restrooms down there. So it's fairly wide. Okay, so the ranger's on one side leading a tour, and there's a line of people behind him. And they start hearing this rolling thunder. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and they hear boom! And wind blows across the meadow and blows their hair back. And they're like, whoa, the tree just fell. And I run around to the other side, and yes, it had just fallen. A big one. And these trees, amazingly enough, you'd think a tree that big would be this big, strong tree. It's got brittle wood, and when they fall, they shatter. And it had shattered, like they say it does. And the ranger, he said when he put his hand down in one of the cracks of the tree, it was ice cold. Which makes sense, it's sucking up this cold groundwater, this snow melt, and it was slimy. And like, what's the slime? Well, the slime is tannic acid. That tree laying right there, that's been laying there just like that. We have pictures of it back in 1862. 1862. So this tannic acid that he felt that was slimy in it kind of pickles the tree. Nothing likes to eat it, nothing likes to grow on it. So that's why that tree's still here, because it won't rot. So Bill Tweed, he's the guy that did this, he said it was just slimy. I was like, wow, that's cool. Don't
Do you know
taste
if it has adverse effects on the body?
I'm sure if you ate a lot of it. Now, oh, I dared one of the newbies. It's like, here, lick the tree. I did. It's really bitter. I dare you. Yeah, we do bad things to people sometimes. Not you, just each other. But sometimes it'll grow. You can go to the visitor center and they sell sequoia seeds, a packet of it. And I got a flat, you know, like you get pansies in, and I put potting soil in it, and I sowed about 50 seeds, and pampered them and talked to them, and about 10 of those 50 ones germinated, and then only down to 1. So they do, but they're so like Goldilocks. Yeah, they sell them. They do better by seed though. Oh, the oldest sequoia is about 3,000 years old. 3,000. So wrap your brain around that one. So that's probably been there 1,500 to 2,000 years. The monarch, fallen monarch. We have no idea. Because it was laying there just like that 140 years ago, 150 years ago. Okay, what I want you to do on our next stop, what we're going to do is we're going to walk by the tree and not go in it, because the trail loops back around, and I want you to be able to go in it and actually spend some time. Do you have a question?
Is there skills that stuck inside that tree?
Yes. Yes, and that's the amazing part. If you walk through there in the winter when there's snow on the top and it's seeping through the meltwater, you'll get little purple drips all over you.
Oh, wow.
Even now. Oh, you can throw it on the ground. Maybe something will happen.
Now the trees you said that fell,
Yeah.
did they take any other sequoias with them?
It landed right by one and knocked the bark off of the next door
Because
neighbor.
I've read where one has fallen and has taken another one with it.
Uh-huh.
It hit it, and then, like you said, they're not strong.
Well, that happened to one and it landed on a car. So a Range Rover ended up this high. Nobody was in it. Okay, what I want you to look for. We're going to go by this tree, and when you go back in it afterwards, people used to live in this tree. So picture what that used to look like, okay, or feel like. And they lived in this tree while they were building their cabin, and we're going to go into the cabin. So this is the Gamlin Brothers' house for a while. They also put a hotel, a saloon, and a restaurant in it. So, in the tree. But as we go by, we know what big dead sequoias look like, we know what big live sequoias look like, what baby sequoias look like. Your hint, look for your favorite Christmas tree. Okay? Alright.
今からその倒れた木の中に昔ねガングレンさんって2人の兄弟がここで